Hey guys, it's Jesse.
And Tanya.
And this is the special video we told you about where we're featuring someone very dear to us. And I know for one, I'm excited. Are you excited?
So excited.
You guys are in for a real treat. This is going to be great. If you could give them a little teaser about what's coming up, what would you say?
I would say you better hold on to your seats because you don't even know what's coming your way.
It's a big deal. Like a big deal. Like a big deal.
Excuse me, guys. Can we just announce that I'm here already? I'm so tired of waiting. Really.
Okay, so square one, apparently. In a few words, what made this outreach unique?
I would say it was very humbling and just testing my faith and how I view God. If I had to put it in a few words.
You gotta put it in a few words.
Yeah.
If you could put it in more than a few words, what else would you add?
I'm always bad at this, choosing the right words, but...
Add a little bit more volume to your voice because we don't have a microphone. Sorry.
I would say... Okay, skin crack. Outreach was phenomenal. It was like a once in a lifetime experience that I would definitely do again. It challenged all the ways that I saw myself, and it was extremely humbling, especially as it was the first time I was a leader in such a big setting, not just a vacation Bible school, for a 6th grade class. Yeah, it was challenging, humbling, but I learned to find just so much peace and joy in the middle of it.
Do you want to talk a little bit about Mercy? Because she was yeah, it was that was a major thing for you guys, I think.
Yeah, well, I think it was our first time at the dump. It was our second time at the dump. We were going for a church service there. And she was actually one of the first girls that I met. I stepped out of the bus and wasn't even 2 steps out. And she came up to me and I shook her hand. And I noticed one hand was sort of covered with a cloth. It wasn't even wrapped. It was just a cloth laying on top. And then I shook her other hand. And as I was pulling my hand away, I saw this huge open sore. It was just gnarly, just pink and pussy, and just, it was really gross. And then so the day went on, and Jenny got to really close with Mercy, because Mercy was extremely shy at first. And so as she saw her hands, her fingers were fused together, and apparently she had fallen in a fire. It was just tons of little pus bubbles up and down. And it was just the raw skin there. So it had been 2 weeks since she gotten burned. And if once that gets infected, this place is dirty. And she's playing at the dump, hanging out at the dump, and there's just so many diseases that she could lose both her hands if nothing was done about it. And so we took her to the hospital, and they said she needed an operation. And so they actually put her under, and they had to cut some of the flesh away and go over her fingers, having to make incisions and clear just all the disgusting things out of it. And since they couldn't really afford the care, we helped pay for it. But then one of our guys, Garrett, he's trained and has his EMT certificate. So every day for a while, we just had Mercy come over to our place, and he would rewrap her bandages, clean her hands. And then it went to every 2 days. So we saw her quite a bit, and she ended up even staying the night one night because she was just so in love with our team. She's I want to stay. So whenever she was over, we just feed her a bunch of food and crackers, and she willingly received it. It was some of the best meals she'd ever had in her life. but it was nice to see like after the operation, and I'd say like 3 days after, she started getting like her smile back. Like she had a huge, beautiful smile and just loved life, and just the way she played with the kids and interacted with the other adults. Yeah, it was just neat to have her there, even though we couldn't communicate like verbally.
Personally, what was the funniest moment for you?
There was one time at our second location in Katali, actually. We were staying like at a golf club, and which was a complete accident by Fritz. He's all like, he had someone else reserve like rooms for us, but he like apparently that was the only place really like in town that was like trustworthy. And so Fritz is like, if I'd known, we would have been, you know, on the floor of the orphanage. So we were here at this like golf club, and we were sitting outside having a team meeting, and there was like a little playground off to the side. So the girls were over there playing, and then at one point you hear, ah! Ah! Like screams coming from the girls, and everyone turns, and we're just like, what's happening? And you see all these monkeys just like flying off the roof, like jumping down, and some of them were like running up the slide at the top of the play set, and others were just like running past it, but the girls were freaking out. And so me and Philip, you know, got up and we were like trying to like shoo away the monkeys, and the girls were just like basically hugging each other at the top, like, ah! And so I joined the team meeting again, and the parents were all laughing, and Philip ended up getting the girls each a stick, and he sharpened them. So they're pointed, so it's like their defense thing. So that was really comical. So you saw them marching around like outside with their sticks and just like prepared for any monkey that would come. And the same day, actually, because you heard the monkeys on the roof here, dong, 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 and we actually like heard like a little like fight on top, and then you see all of a sudden this monkey just fall from the roof and into the bushes. And apparently it had gotten so rough that it was like one monkey just shoved off the other, and it was just like, ah! That was really funny.
Did the monkeys belong to the golf club?
No, they were just wild, just
wild monkeys. Oh wow.
Yeah.
What was the most awkward thing about the new culture?
Like they're more like Kenyans are more conservative. Like if you're in the major cities, you can, you know, show your shoulders and your knees. That's a big thing. But like anywhere else, women had to like cover their shoulders. So like this was an acceptable top. Your knees always had to be covered. So that wasn't like, so there was nothing like too shocking that way. One thing is like us girls got so many like different like marriage proposals, or like guys just like, oh, a Mzungu, and you know Mzungu's a white person, and so that obviously means you have money, and of course they don't understand that as missionaries we're basically penniless, so they'll just come, and they don't mind like being like, oh yeah, hey, hello, and they don't care if you're engaged or if you're married or if you're not interested, because I would say so many times like, I'm engaged, I have a guy in California, blah blah blah, and they would just be like, no, Mzungu and Mzungu shouldn't go together. It should be a Mzungu and a Kenyan. They're like, I can take care of that. I will take care of you. I'm like, really, guys? But, so yes, I had to endure quite a few pictures with different guys. Like, oh, I want a picture with you. I want a picture with you. And, you know, they put their arm around me and be like, yeah, you know, I'm here with this Mzungu girl. And I'm just like, no, that's not how it works, but I think that was some of the most awkward things.
So, how is it for the students going on this outreach?
I have to say it's really challenging for the students, because, you know, we have just a multi-generational school. So I think a huge thing was learning to work together as a team and realizing that, you know, people have different opinions and let's hear them out. And I think another thing was just learning to work with the cultures, and like people were very demanding, Kenyans, in the sense that like since you're white, they expect us to give them something. Instead of just asking us, they're like, okay, you're gonna get me this, right? That was difficult for the students, but like it was really great to see just how God used some of these cultural differences to really speak to the students' hearts, like individually, And as we were learning to work together as a team, like watching different students just come humbly before their members and just be like, hey, you know, I'm sorry about this, or I'm sorry about that, or I want to learn and grow. And for others, just seeing, you know, the people at the dump and seeing mercy and seeing just the different living situations and realizing how much God loves and how He provides in different ways and not how we would expect it. So I think if you'd ask each of the students, they'd all have their own version of what's important to them, but I think overall is like learning to like love in difficult situations and then understanding a new aspect of God's care and love for people around the world.
So, okay, thanks what? Are you okay?
Yeah, sorry, goofy moment.
What did Kenya do to you? Okay, thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you around next time. We have Olivia back, so she'll be involved with the video newsletters again. And, do you have anything you want to say?
Yeah, I'm so happy I was able to share with you too. It's been a blessing and encouragement.
Cool. Tanya?
Well, we love having you here. I think you just need to be in every video.
Until you leave us again.
Thank you. Well, that's for another time.
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
That's right.
Sore subject.
It's okay.
Bye. Say bye, guys.
Bye now.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Deuces. Bye. Oh. Adios. Oh. Guajeri. And bye. Jumbo. Jumbo. Jumbo.
You're saying goodbye, you're not saying hello.
I'm saying hello.
What I'm saying is you should be saying goodbye.
Oh. Guajeri.
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 Guajeri.